will be going over a review of multiplying and dividing scientific notation. When you are done with this worksheet, you will check it on the board, and then you will take your formative. It is 4 questions. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to multiply, means we multiply our big numbers and we add our exponents, right? So I'm going to add my exponents. So 6 plus 4 is 10. So I say times 10 to the 4. Then I'm going to multiply my big numbers. 4.3 times 5.53. And you get 23.779. Now, my problem is that 23 is bigger than 10. I cannot have that. So I need to move my decimal. And I'm going to move it over here between the 2 and the 3. So 2.3779 times 10. And now, since I moved my decimal, I have to move my exponent. Multiplication is a plus right here, so we're just going to plus 1 because I moved 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So my final answer is 2.3779 times 10 to the 5. Let's try another one. What if I do this one right here? So I'm going to add my exponents. So that's 2 plus 6. So that's times 10 to the 8. I'm going to multiply my big numbers. So 9 times 5 is 45. Now I notice that my 45 is way bigger than 10. So I got to change it. First, I have to figure out where my decimal point is because I do not see one. So I say my decimal is going to be right back there. I'm going to move it to be between the 4 and the 5. So 4.5. And I moved 1 spot, so I'm going to add 1 here. So times 10 and 8 plus 1 is 9. So 10 to the 9. All right, let's do 2 more. I'm going to do the next 2 with you, and then you can finish the rest. All right, I'm going to add my exponents. 3 plus 4. So times 10 to the 7. I'm going to multiply my big numbers. So 6.11 times 5 is 30.55. My 30 is bigger than 10, so I gotta move my decimal over. So 3.055 times 10, and since this is multiplication, I'm going to add 1. So 7 plus 1 is 8. All right, last one here. I'm going to add my decimals, or not my decimals, add my exponents. So 2 plus 3 is 5, so times 10 to the 5. I'm going to multiply my 2 numbers. 2 times 1.2, that's 2.4. And notice how 2 is right between 1 and 10, so I do not need to change it at all. All right, so that is multiplying. You've got a few more problems to do. You can check it when you're done. And then if you flip to the other side, we're going to be dividing. So let me make a note up here. Oh, I already did. That's my note. Down here, my note is that we are going to divide and we are going to subtract our exponents right there. So that's my note right there. So multiply, you add, divide, subtract. So I'm going to subtract my exponents. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. So I'm going to say times 10 to the negative 2. I'm going to divide on my other side. Oh, let me make that bigger. So I'm going to do 5.17 divide by 8. That is Let me move this really quick down here. I accidentally forgot to minus that. Subtract your exponents, people. 0.646, and this is about how much I'm going to do. I don't need the whole decimal. I just need a few points. Notice how my 0 is not between 1 and 10. So I got to move my decimal over here. So that is 6.46 times 10. Since I moved, I got to subtract 1. So if I do that in my calculator, minus 1 is -3, and that should be my answer. Let's do another one. So remember, I'm going to subtract my exponents. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So times 10 to the 4. I'm going to divide here. So 9.4. 9.4 divide by 8. I get 1.175. And since my 1 is between 1 and 10, I am all good to go, and I can just leave it as is. Let's do 2 more, and then I'll leave you to practice. I'm going to subtract my exponents. 2 minus 3, so that's times 10 to the -1. I'm going to divide my exponents. 2.8 divide by 8. 0.35. Ooh, my 0 is not between 1 and 10, so I got to change it. And I'm going to put my decimal spot right there, so 3.5. I moved 1 over, so times 10, subtract 1 because we moved 1 spot. Divide means subtract. So I'm going to do 1 minus 1 is -2. All right, last one that we will do together, and then I'll leave you to practice. Subtract your exponents. 2 minus 5, -3, so times 10 to the -3. I'm going to divide my top and bottom. 6.2 divide by 4.92, and I get 1.260. I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm not going to do any more decimals. I don't need the full thing as long as you know what you're doing. I'm noticing that my 1 is between 1 and 10, so I don't need to change it, and I can leave it as is. Okay, I'll leave you to the rest of these. When you are done, please check your answers so that you know you are on the right track. Please grab your formative when you are done, and then turn that formative into me, please. If you have any questions, please just wait until Tuesday when I am back and I can answer any questions that you have.